whole because we're operating in the half of who we're supposed to be. And that's the reason why we tend to put ourselves on the clearance rack on the sidewalk rather than in the glass case at the back of the store. Right. For them to come find you.
Wow. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what we need to do. I'm glad you talked about that because that was like the whole end part of. So we ain't gonna make it. So that was good. That was absolutely perfect. In spirit and in truth, and that's what we're talking here about, not just physical, but it's a spiritual impartation when intercourse is between husband and wife. Also, somebody in between husband and wife. I wanted to explain the one earlier when I was talking about you speak to your husband or wife who they are. That's because that's you. So when you're married, I am Angie. Angie is me. So when we have intercourse, I tell her who she is because I am that. Does that make any sense?
That's awesome.
So that's how you can validate, but only in marriage. When you're outside of marriage, it doesn't do any validation. It's take.
Wow.
And let me tell you something. We talked about this last night, Angie and I, and I guess we finished with the slide. I know one more slide I gotta show you. We gotta make sure the volume is up for that one. We talk about prostitution as selling your body. But did you know you can sell your body to yourself? So you prostitute yourself because you sell yourself short by giving yourself for emotional needs. So you sold yourself for an emotion. Does that make any sense?
Wow, that's good.
So you give yourself, you sold yourself to you. You didn't even sell it to the person that you was with.
Wow.
I had an emotional need, so I put myself on sale to fill that need. So I just prostituted myself. And so we got to make sure that we're careful with what we do with our bodies because we can actually prostitute ourselves without any exchange of Benjamin Franklin, Grant, whoever supposed to go to the other pocket. So I think it might be the next slide. Yep.
Do you struggle with intimacy, loneliness, or heartache? Have you found yourself relationally challenged with the opposite sex? Are you ready to get lost in a world of self-centered idealism? Well, with Lustivin, the wait is finally over. Lustivin provides the immediate gratification you want. New breakthroughs can now enable you to temporarily drown your loneliness. With Lustivin, dysfunctional relationships never felt so good.
Lustivin may result in mild headaches and upset stomach. In many cases, Lustivin has resulted in premature relational difficulty, undue emotional attachment, and in many cases, divorce. Some side effects may include shallow relationships, polarization of friends, attraction to animals, as well as some other compulsive behaviorisms, such as adultery, commitment problems, and premature pregnancy. If you are physically attracted to inanimate objects for longer than 8 hours, consult your physician. Only a somewhat small number experienced an uncontrollable desire to pant like rutting animals. Lustivin may result in a desire to be on reality TV shows such as Eliminate and Jerry Springer. Do not take Lustivin if you plan on living a biblical lifestyle. Small percentages of men tended to physically tear off their shirts and begin dancing when in proximity of the color pink. Also consult your physician if you spend inordinate amounts of time purring after combing your own hair. Lustivin does not claim to solve interpersonal problems with pets. Do not take Lustivin if you plan on watching the movie Titanic or listening to Celine Dion or Britney Spears. Baby kittens may also become irresistibly cute. Lustivin is also highly addictive, and its claim to cause relational success is the same percentage as sugar pills.
So it's time to get excited about living again. If you want God's perfect timing in your relationship, lust of it is not for you. But if you are hopelessly desperate for attention in any form, lust of it will change your life. So it's time to get serious about living again.
See your pastor and find out if lust of it is right for you.
Anybody want to ask me? No. I just, I saw this. This was, how we always talk about those commercials. You want longer eyelashes? Take this. May cause death. So, really making sure that we have a perspective on intercourse and making sure we have a perspective on how God values us. Do you realize that you are priceless? You are absolutely priceless to Him. There is nothing that He will give for you. He gave His only begotten Son to save you. And so we give ourselves to the wrong thing. We give ourselves to a person when we should be giving ourselves to God. Right. And so, short end of the testimony. I struggled for a long time. I had lust of it all. It was like in my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I didn't know what else to do because I was trying to fill a void. So I sold myself short. I prostituted myself. That's what you call it. I sold myself short for years until I finally realized who I am. You remember when the prodigal son realized he was in the pigsty? And he realized, he said,